Hello! Today we are going to make a pizza. My very famous pizza, my special pizza. It took me years to perfect this recipe. And I'm going to show you the recipes we're going to use and show you the machines I need to use. This is our first attempt to make a video, so let's see how it works. So, the ingredients. We're going to use a mixture of spelt and white flour. That will give it a lovely taste, and it will help the dough rise faster. We'll have some olive oil, some rock salt, some fresh yeast from the local baker, about 50 grams, some warm water, and obviously the fresh tomatoes and some tame tomatoes to make the base, the sauce. Salt and pepper there, and some ketchup. And I think very importantly, we're going to mix two different types of cheese. Mozzarella cheese and Emmental cheese. That will give it a special taste that I'm sure you'll love, like we do. One more thing we'll need for this pizza is a scale, very important. So what you do is you put your recipient there, put it back to 0, and we need 430 grams of water, warm water. So I'll put about 200 of cold. I'll use some warm water. Now on the kettle, very hot, and we have here about 460, just slightly too much. So there you go. So 430, no problem. Now the yeast, about 50 grams will do. That's a fresh yeast. And we'll set about 12 grams of salt. Put it back to 0. That makes it so much easier. And we'll use 12 grams of rock salt. No chemicals in this, so just goodness. Good for you. And some sugar. The sugar will be good about 20 grams. No problems. 20 grams. That will help the yeast start working as well. There you go. 20 grams. And a little bit of olive oil now. What we'll do now is that the fresh yeast is in the machine. We are going to put it on. And put it here, that's right. Start working. So this will mix the yeast and the water before we can start. Put the scale back to 0, and we need 250 grams. So what you can do is you can just put a little bit this way, and then back on the scale. 130. The easy way, 170. And 250. Well, next we'll give it a quick mix, and we'll put some strong white bread flour. Back to 0 again. This time we need about 400 grams. So it's so we have a base. We have a dough which is not all white or all brown, and it will please all, even the youngest.
Okay, so now we just want to kind of do the edges a bit, make sure there's no flour. Be careful because the spinny thing might catch the fork. So okay, now we're just going to remove this. Since we use some spelt, it's going to rise faster, so you can see what it should look like. Now we're just going to cover it with a cloth or whatever and put it in a nice warm place. Okay, so since I always like the pineapple juice, I'm just going to pour it in here. Make sure I don't get any pineapples in there.
So here we are cutting about 1 pineapple that's enough for 1 pizza. We'll take 1 fresh tomato. Watch your fingers, nice and thin.
Sorry.
Very important part though. Mozzarella will be mixed with some Emmental. Got a nice that would be enough for a couple of pizzas. Got this cheese and mix it with a bit of mozzarella, just well mixed. Of course, it's up to you for the taste, but I think this is an important part for this pizza. We're now going to make the base. Just a tin of Italian chopped tomatoes, some tomato puree, concentrated, chop, and we're good. Let's see how it plays. You could put a touch of sugar if you want. Goes well with tomatoes for the acidity. Okay, now it's been only 30 minutes and it's really well ready to be used. So what we're going to do is first need to unstick the sides. That will save us a little bit of work at the end for the cleaning. Beautiful smell of the yeast starting to ferment as well. Nearly full of alcohol already. And what we'll do here is we'll put the dough. You can see the square rhythm. A little bit sticky, but it won't be a problem. Now here we don't need any machines, we'll just give it. It was a bit sticky, but now it's much better already. So what you do is you push it away from you, you turn it, you bring it to you again. So a little bit more here. Cut it in 4 equal pieces. 1, 2. And now I've got 4 by 4 dough ready, and I'm going to put the oven on as hot as it goes. I'm hoping to get about 300 degrees, and we'll see this in a second. Okay, now we've got our dough. What we'll do is we're going to give it some shape. It doesn't have to be perfectly round like at your restaurant, but I think this way of getting it shaped will give it a better texture for the pizza. Then we can just put our base. Oops. Okay, not too much, or you'll have a very doughy pizza. Some cheese, or mixture of both cheese together. And tomatoes. Okay. And some pineapple. Okay. And we're going to put this in the oven as hot as we can. Here's a tricky one. It could be lovely, nice and crunchy. That's number 3.
Okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like what you saw.
This is our first time, right? Oh, sorry, what's that again? Is that a new one?
Yeah. Don't.
Well, I need to say something. Okay, say something.
You can say bye.
You do?
Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, please subscribe and we'll see you later.
Bye.